Today we will discuss some of the most important topics you need to know if you want to develop any application. Starting from understanding the importance of programming languages and frameworks. When developing any real-world application, the first step is choosing the right programming language like Java, Python, C Sharp, or etc. The second important step is choosing the right framework because the framework make development faster, more efficient, and easier to maintain. In today's session, we will focus on the Spring framework, which is one of the most widely used frameworks in Java development. We will cover what is Spring and why it is used, core concepts like inversion of control, dependency injection, and application context. And then we will explore the Spring MVC, how it helps in developing a web application. And finally, we will cover Spring Boot, which simplify simplify everything further. Okay. For each topic, I will explain the theory and then show a simple code example to understand it better. So let's get started. Before we dive into a Spring, let's first understand some basics. Whenever we want to develop any application, the first thing, the I wait, okay. Before we dive into Spring, let's first understand some basics. Whenever we want to develop any application, the first thing we need a programming language like Java. A programming language help us build the core logic of application like handling the data, writing the code, writing the conditions, loops, classes, and objects. But as a project grow bigger, for example, if you are building a web application or an enterprise level system, simply using a language is not enough. We face the challenges like code become too lengthy and repetitive, managing dependencies between different parts of the project, writing the lots of code just to do just to do basic tasks like connection to a database, managing the session, or handling the request. That's where framework comes in a picture. Frameworks provided a ready-made structure and rewriting code and make development faster and more organized and easier to maintain and scalable for future growth. Framework make development faster, more organized, and easy to maintain. Okay, we will see. After that, for Java developer, there are many frameworks like available, like Hibernate for database operation, Spring for building the complete application, and Spring Boot for making the Spring application even faster and simpler. Today, we will focus mainly on Spring framework. Okay? Spring helped manage the entire life cycle of an application. It provided a features like inversion of control, dependency injection to manage the dependencies. It support MVC architecture to develop a web application and it's easy to integrate it with database and security alerts and cloud services. Okay, and make things even faster and smoother. We have a Spring Boot which built on the top of a Spring framework and remove a lot of configuration work. So now that we understand why Spring are important and how they make developer life easier, let's start with Spring core concept. First, we will understand the definition of a Spring. So, Spring framework is one of the most popular framework in Java. It provided a way to build enterprise application and less code and more reliability. Spring mainly focus on simplifying the development by providing a features like inversion of control, dependency injection, and application context. Instead of developer writing the code to the create and manage the object manually, Spring take care of it. This leaded to the loose coupling, better maintainability, and exit testing. Okay, what is the inversion of control? First, we will understanding the what is the inversion of control. So, inversion of control means the control of the object. The control of the object creation and the controller of object creation is shifted from the developer. Object creation shift from developer. Okay, from developer to the Spring container. Okay. It easily means object creation is, for example, inversion of control. simply means the control of object creation is shift from the developer to the Spring container. In simple word, we can say instead of writing the new keyword. For example, if you want to create a objects in Java, we write a new keyword every time. Okay, but Spring will create okay, Spring will create an inject object for you. Okay, instead of okay, in simple word, instead of writing the new keyword everywhere to create the object, Spring will create and inject the object for you. Okay, this is what is the meaning of inversion of control. After that, second feature is a dependency injection. So dependency injection means Spring will automatically provide the required dependencies to a class, either throughout the constructor injection, setter injection, or field injection. Constructor injection, setter injection, or field injection are a types of are types of dependency injection. This reduce the hard code. The main work dependency injection done is reduces the hard code and make your project more flexible and testable. Okay, more flexible and testable. Okay. Mm, and after that, we will understand what is the application concept. Okay. So, in simpler means application context and bean factory are a two interfaces. Application context and bean factory are a two interfaces. Yes, are two interfaces provided by the Spring to manage the life cycle of object. The work is manage the life cycle of objects. Okay, the manager of the manage the life cycle of object. It is also called as a bean. Okay. Okay. Let's first understand bean factory. So bean factory, it is a basic container. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Bean factory, bean factory, it is a basic container. It create object when needed. Uh, it's called lazy initialization. We will know more about lazy initialization when we go. Okay, we will know lazy initialization later into the deep. We don't have to know about the lazy initialization for now into the deep. And second is the application context. Application context is the advanced version of it is a advanced version. It is a more advanced container. We can say it is a more advanced version control. It is a application context is most advanced container. We can say advanced container. Okay, it created all the objects at startup and also support features like event propagation, internationalization, and AOP integration. Okay, in most modern Spring application, we use the application context because it is old and does not provided the new feature. It's like that why we are using the application context. Okay, okay. Before writing the code, in this all in this all the topic we cover, we only learn theory. But I will give you code how it is works. So by doing the code, we have to go to the Spring. Okay, we have to go to a website called Spring Initializer. Spring. Okay, we have to go. If you want to see up how coding is, we have to create one Spring project. So we have to go to the Spring initialization website. Inside this, our project will be using a Maven. So select a Maven. After that, in language we will use a Java. Then use a Java and Spring Boot version. You will use a 3.34 and give the name to the First app. First app. Okay, don't give make name as a demo. It will easy to understand. And its future IoT and dependency. We will do a coding. Okay, first we have to go a website called Spring Initialize starter.spring.io where we created the Spring project folder. Okay, first we will choose a project as a Maven. Second, we will choose a language as a Java, and third, use the Spring Boot version 3.45, 4.3.4.5. Okay, after that, we will do some default, don't touch anything and make it the default setting. And package will be jar as a Java version will be 21 because I have a Java version of 21 in my laptop. You have a 17, so you can choose the 17. Okay. After that, we will generate the code, added some dependency, for example, web dependency. Only for some, only for a demo, we will add a web dependency and generate the code. After that, demo will be generated. Then we can unzip the folder and then extract all here. Okay. After extracting the all, we will open this folder inside the IDE, Spring Initializer. Okay. Okay. Launch the ID. Okay. After ideally will be open, we'll go to the file, we'll click import and existing Maven project, we will click on existing Maven project. Wait a minute for we will close all these files. Okay. After that, we will get it on the file, go to the import existing Maven project, then next, then choose the file location where we extract all, then our location will be download, demo 2, demo, and then select a folder, and we can go to the advanced and change and give the name as my app. Okay, after that we will click on enter, and then my app will be here. Okay, inside the, okay, for you will understand some file structure. We have a main folder, we have a resource folder where inside the static we will write HTML, CSS, JavaScript code and application dot properties. It is used mainly to connect to the database. We will write the code here. After that, we have a core main dot Java. Inside that, we have a main application called demo application dot Java. Okay. Inside inside com dot example dot demo, we will right click and created the two classes. So, first class's name will be okay. The first class's name will be my message service. Okay. The first class name will be message service. Okay. And the second class will be the hello service class. Okay. And the second class will be the hello service class. First, we will create the two classes. Okay. First, we created the message service. Inside the message service, we will write some message. Okay. First, we will write one annotation called header component. We will tell you more about the header component. Okay. The added component, what work did annotation added component do? So added component mark the classes for Spring to manage. Okay. If after writing the added component, Spring will manage all these classes, will create the object and manage and do everything. Okay. First, we will write one method public string get message. Okay. This method will return some message. Okay, hello from Spring. Okay, okay, wait. Okay, after that, we will go to the hello service. Inside the hello service, we will first give him annotate with @, service because the logic of our service will be there. @, service we will put inside this service. We will create the object of a message service. Okay, we will create the object of message service. Private message service is equal to okay. Okay, we created the object of message service. We have to annotate it with auto wire. We will tell you more about the auto wire component service. First, we will write a code and get our output. Then I will explain all this annotation way. Okay. After that, we will create one method or public void. Okay, we created a public void show message. Show inside show message we will print system dot out dot print ln. Inside print ln, we will call message service reference. The object will be the reference of message service we will call. No, no, we don't have to give colon. We have to write outside the colon message service dot get message. Get message. It is the method. Okay, I will tell the get message. It is a method we created inside the message service. We will call because we created the object of message inside the hello service. That's why we can call the object. Okay, after that we will go to the main application. Inside the main, we have to create the application context. Spring will created, but we have to command this and created our own. Then you can understand. Spring also created the application context, but we have to create our own to understand how it is working. Okay. Okay, we created the application context. It is a Spring container. Okay. Application that is equal to mm, mission contact, and we have to write the name of our main class. The name of our main class will be a demo application dot class. We have to import this application context